Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's edition of the Affleck Poe Pod, the A.F. Harrold limited edition kids poetry podcast, brought to you today in association with Hoping. Have you ever thought to yourself, I wonder what the future's going to bring, I hope it's something nice? Well, you've been hoping already. Hoping, a way of thinking the future might be better. Hoping, a bit like hopping with fewer peas. And now, today's poem. Minnie. My miniature Minotaur's tiny. We call him Minnie for short. Whenever we play hide and seek, Minnie is always well sought. He hides in the maze of the shoe rack, in between trainers and crocs, or he hides in the kitchen cupboard, lurking in saucepans and pots. Oh, it's a job and a half to find him, so I tied to his leg a long thread. And now when he hides, I give it a tug and listen out for the tiny angry bull roar as he's dragged from his hiding place, possibly bonking his head in the process. Minnie gets remarkably angry, and sometimes it's even worse than that. I gave a tug on the thread just now, and he seems to be inside the cat. Hey, thank you really very much for listening to this episode of the A.F. Harrold Limited Edition Kids Poetry Podcast. If you enjoyed it, tell someone about it. Visit www.afharoldkids.com and watch videos of me reading some poems. Tell your teachers about them. Watch them in class. Learn about my other books. If you didn't enjoy this episode of the podcast, why not stick 4, maybe 5 bourbons or custard creams in your mouth and go out into the playground and shout about how you didn't like the podcast whilst eating them, so that crumbs fly everywhere and pigeons are attracted to the playground and get a nice meal of pre-crumbled biscuits off of the ground, or possibly peck you to death because you're covered with biscuit crumbs. See how it goes.